Recently, a video of a 105-year-old woman named Jeanette giving gentle life advice went viral. Everything she said in that video is true. I know her advice is true because I learned every single one of those exact same lessons the worst way a person can learn anything. Jeanette had a good life. Her best memories involve walking home through clean snow and going to the movies for free. I was born in 1922 in a Kentucky coal town that got swallowed up and forgotten. I have been poor in ways that would make a bad day look like a vacation. I have survived things that break most people. I buried a husband I hated. I buried a husband I loved so much I still talk to him. And I have buried 2 of my own children. Jeanette talks about the belief that your life is a book written before you are born, that the length and nature of your life aren't up to you. She is right. You cannot control a car jumping a curb, a mine collapsing, or a virus finding your daughter before there is a vaccine. You can be in the wrong place at the wrong time, and that is the end of your chapter. But what you do after the thing happens, the decisions you make when the worst has already occurred, that part is entirely up to you. At 16, I was married for the first time. I spent 8 years living in daily terror. Fear of when he came home, fear of when he didn't. I had 2 babies in that house, and every single day I was terrified of what he might do to them. Then, one night in 1946, he went to a bar and he didn't come back. Someone else's husband put a knife in him over a card game. I was 24 years old. I had 2 children, no money, and no family to help. I could have decided right then that my book was written, that fate dealt me a bad hand and I just had to wait to die. Instead, I took those babies and got a job cleaning motel rooms outside Lexington. I saved every penny I could hide. 3 years later, I met a man named Earl. Every instinct told me not to trust him, but he was patient. He showed me with his actions that he was safe. A knife in a bar got me out of that first marriage. That was fate. But the choices I made with my freedom, the exhausting work, the terrifying decision to trust again when my whole body screamed not to, that was me deciding my story wasn't finished. My first baby was born in 1941. I called Mary Catherine my miracle because she came into a house full of darkness and brought absolute light. She laughed at everything, keeping me alive during years I wasn't sure I wanted to stay. In 1952, the polio virus found Mary Catherine. She was 11 years old. I still remember the look on the doctor's face when he came to our house. For the next 3 weeks, I watched her try to smile at me, even when it hurt. I watched her slip away piece by piece until one morning she was gone. Standing in that room, I came the closest I ever have to giving up entirely. My first husband wanted to own me. Earl actually loved me. When Mary Catherine died, Earl didn't offer empty platitudes about her being in a better place. He didn't try to fix the unfixable. He just sat with me for months. He held my hand while I screamed at God, and he made sure our other children were fed when I couldn't do it. People struggle to define love. I have been married twice, and I can tell you exactly what it is. Love is staying. It is being there when there is absolutely nothing you can do, and staying anyway. My son Jimmy was born the year before Mary Catherine got sick. He grew up on our farm, learning to build and fix things in the shadow of a sister he barely remembered. In 1969, he turned 18. He told me he couldn't sit safe on the farm while other boys needed help, and he enlisted. 4 months after Jimmy left, he was killed in an ambush outside Da Nang. They sent me a letter, a folded flag, and a small box containing his watch and his wallet. I was 47, burying my second child. There are nights I prayed to be taken so I could see them again. There were moments I thought about making that happen myself. But I had 3 other children, and I had Earl. Somewhere underneath all that grief, a voice told me to hold on. That internal command kept me alive for another half-century. Survival is a duty. It is the realization that other people still need you, and your story is not finished yet. Jeanette said in her video that when you get old, you are too old to change. I disagree. This timeline charts a human life. We assume the major shifts only happen at the beginning. I changed when I was 24 and my first husband died. I changed when I was 30 and buried my daughter. I changed at 47 when I buried my son. And I changed again at 76 when I buried Earl. Every time I thought my life was set, it forced me to evolve. Age doesn't stop you from changing. Stubbornness does. Fear does. Getting so comfortable with your own misery that you can't imagine a way out, that is what actually kills you. You are never too old to rewrite your life. You only ever stop when you are too frightened to let go of your familiar pain. If you are 30 or 40 and watching this, you probably think you have plenty of time. Plenty of time to fix a relationship, to apologize, to leave a bad situation. You don't. You might have 3 decades, or you might have until tomorrow afternoon. You cannot read ahead in the book to see how many pages are left. I am 103 years old. My deepest regrets aren't the mistakes I made. They are the words I didn't say, the calls I didn't make, the time I wasted being proud or angry when I could have been present. Be kind when you don't have to be. Call whoever loved you when you didn't deserve it. Do it today. Do it right now, because there will come a day when you pick up the phone and remember they are gone. I have seen the absolute worst of what life can do, and I am telling you it is still worth fighting for. As long as you are breathing, you are the one holding the pen. Make it count.